Now this segment, we're going to be talking about the last couple campaigns I had been talking about the Avon Destination, and a lot of representatives have been really excited about it, and they want to try their hand at earning the trip. And I've been mentioning that the goal to achieve the trip is doable, but it is going to take some work. So I wanted to give you some tips on things that I've done in the past and that what other representatives who have successfully earned the trip year by year, what they have also shared as well. Hopefully that you'll walk away with some tips and some motivation so that you can at least have a direction on where to start on how to earn this trip. So first, let's talk about the things we're going to be going over in this segment. First, we're going to talk about breaking down your goal. And this can be for any Avon incentive. It doesn't necessarily have to be for the Avon Destination trip. This can be for any incentive that Avon offers. And usually Avon has a goal for representatives when they achieve for them to achieve the incentive. Like the gift cards, representatives had to have $500 in sales, and then other representatives who have been with Avon longer had to increase by 10%, I believe, from their past sales. So there's always some type of goal that Avon has. So the first thing you're going to want to do is break down the goal. And also part of breaking down that goal is also looking at the incentive flyer and seeing what all the requirements are. And so when you scroll down the team page here, you'll find the Avon Destination flyer. I recommend printing out the flyer and keeping it near you so that you have it for reference as you're working towards this goal. And then second, what we're going to talk about is the selling tips to help make your goal. And then thirdly, we're going to talk about how to find new customers and motivating returning customers. So these are the three things that that you're going to want to focus on. And not only will you be working towards your goal, but these are also good habits in just building a business in general. So the good thing about this is that it helps you to start thinking in different ways and thinking in an entrepreneurial mindset. So first, let's talk about Destination Avon. Destination Avon is planned for March 27th through 31st, and Avon is giving us until campaign 26 to make this goal. And the destination is going to be at the Big Island, Hawaii, and they have booked the whole entire hotel at the Marriott Waikoloa Beach Resort. Now keep in mind, this is a Marriott, so if you earned the gift cards and you hold on to them, then you'll also be able to use the gift cards on this trip. Okay. So first, the incentive announcement. They have two goals. One goal is for representatives who've been with Avon longer than a year, and the second set of goals is for new representatives that have been with Avon for less than a year. So the goal for one trip for a new representative, and this is a representative who joined Avon after December 11th, 2019. For a trip for one, new representatives need to achieve $12,000 in sales within campaign 2 through 26. If they want a trip for two, then they need to all expense paid trip for two. Then they need to achieve $17,000 in sales within campaign 2 and 26. Now this goal is for new representatives who have joined after December 11th, 2019. Now for representatives on our team who've joined Avon before December 11th, 2019, your business is more established. So Avon has a different goal for you. For a trip for one, you need to achieve 16,000 in sales within campaign 2 through 26. And for a trip, that was for a trip for one. So for a trip for one, you need to achieve 16,000 in sales within campaign 2 through 26. And a trip for two, you need to achieve 23,000 in sales within campaign 2 through 26. Now these goals are higher because Avon assumes that you've been with Avon longer. You already have somewhat of a customer base. You already have pretty much a flow in working your business. And so they have a higher goal. So first what we want to do is we want to break down the goal. So we're going to use the example of a new representative of the $12,000 goal. So what you want to do is when you look at the larger goal, it can just look overwhelming. And a lot of representatives, the first time they see it, they say, I can't sell that much. And they already count themselves out. Well, you've always heard that when you say you can't, you've already predicted that you can't. And so guess what? You're not going to make it. But if you have the mindset saying, you know what? I can do it, or I'm going to try to do it, or I'm going to try my hardest to do it, and you keep that word can't out of your mindset, then the probability of achieving it is a lot higher than when you say you can't. So thinking positive is always a good mindset when you want to earn these trips. So what you're going to do is you're going to break down your goal into bite-sized mini goals. And this is going to make it a lot easier to work with. So the big goal for a trip for one for a new representative is $12,000. And we have 20 campaigns left. That's from campaign 6 to 26. So we have 20 campaigns left. So what you want to do is you want to divide that 12,000 into 6 campaigns. And that leaves a sales goal, a campaign sales goal of $600 per campaign. Now this is basically based on a representative who hasn't had any sales in campaign 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now if you've already have sales in campaign 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're going to add those up and subtract it from your big goal. But for just to make it easier, let's just talk about the 12,000 starting in campaign 6. So if a representative started in a clean slate, they don't have any sales yet, and they start in campaign 6, their sales goal per campaign would be $600. And then you're going to want to break that down. There's 14 days in a campaign, so you're going to divide the $600 by the 14 days, and that gives you a sales goal of $48 per day. So when you break it down that way, it doesn't seem so bad. It's like, oh, you know what? I just have to sell $48 a day. And if I can do that every day, or an average, maybe you don't sell 48 one day, but you sell 100 the next day, then it's all going to average out. So let's talk about how you can sell $48 per day and how you can break this $600 campaign goal down. So you're going to have to ask yourself, how many customer orders will you need per campaign? If you're trying to make a $600 campaign, you can have 6 customers who place a $100 order, 8 customers who place a $75 order, 12 customers who place $50 orders, or 24 customers who place $25 orders. Or you can adjust it accordingly, depending on what your goal is. So this is just an easy way when you think about it. Well, I just need 6 customers and they have to place a $100 order. That doesn't sound so much when you think about it. So we're going to talk about how to get those sales, how to get those customers with this already in mind. So once you have your goal, it's going to make it a lot easier. So what you can do is, if you scroll down this page, I have the goal breakdown worksheet, so you can work out the goal on your own, and then you can play around with the numbers. And this is just going to help you already set that path for you, so you have an idea of what you're working towards. And then also you're going to want to visit your Avon Goal Tracker regularly. Now the Goal Tracker can be found over at your Avon Now dashboard under Manage Business, My Dashboard. And then once you click on that, all you have to do is just scroll all the way down and then you'll see the Goal Tracker. And the Goal Tracker shows your sales goal, the large number, and then it shows you how many sales you have up to that point and how many sales are left over. So if you can check this every campaign, every few days when orders process, if you're bringing in online customers, that number will change as online customer orders are processed as well. So this is the first step you want to do, is to make your plan, to have your vision. How much do you need to sell a day? How much do you need to sell per campaign? How much do you need to average a day? And then how many customers will you need for that campaign to make your campaign goal? Okay, so next we're going to talk about the sales tips. So sales tips to help make your goal. Now these are things that you can do that having a strategy always helps. So the first thing that you want to consider is using samples. Representatives who invest in samples see an increase of 15% in an order size. So just like how I mentioned to you, just like how I had mentioned to you earlier, the Pharmex samples are 79 cents and 59 cents for 3. Now this doesn't mean for you to just, to go buy a boatload of samples. You're going to want to be strategic with what samples you purchase and who you give the samples to. So Avon has fragrance samples, they have skincare samples, they have bath and body samples. So really what you want to do is, if you know a customer who is interested in skincare, you're going to want to offer them the skincare sample. If you know a customer who might be interested in fragrance, then you want to give them a fragrance sample. Depending on what your budget is, you may have to be frugal and just get a few and be selective on who you offer the samples to. It's up to you if you want to give them, if you're throwing brochures and you want to give a sample to everyone, that's up to you. But if you are on a tight budget, it's always good to be selective in who you give your samples to. You can also do something like offer a sample bundle to customers who purchase $20, $30, or $40 or more, and let them know that you'll give them a sample bundle. That's what I do with my customers. So it's up to you how you work your samples. Avon does have a webinar, and they do have a guide, so you can find it in our resources. Just scroll down the page and you'll see it under the campaign resources. There's a link to the webinar, and then there's the download for the samples. Okay, and then there's some focus products that you're going to want to concentrate on to help boost your sales as well. Skincare is always a good product to share, because skincare customers have a tendency to come back and repurchase every 3 months. Avon Skincare is also one of the higher end products that can really help boost your sales. So instead of like an $8 bath and body product or an $8 makeup product, Avon Skincare starts at $20 and goes up. We have the luxury skincare, the prestige skincare, and the premium skincare, and the classic. And so in this edit, in the edit magazine, in the back page, they have the guide here. And so this is a really nice guide to share with your customers. And then in the edit book, it has all the skincare that it features all the skincare that Avon has available. So if you want to start building your skincare customers, I recommend purchasing a few of these edit brochures, study the skincare guide, and then also in Avon Avon University, Avon does have a skincare training lesson where you can become skincare certified. So you can just go into Avon U and put skincare, and then you'll see all the modules that cover the skincare. And then you'll also want to use the samples, because when you share samples of the skincare, that can also motivate customers to come back and purchase that sample. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take advantage of the value sets and bundles that are found in the campaign flyers. These are the small, thin flyers, just like the Edit magazine, and then the smaller. They're not the regular brochure that's over 200 pages. The flyers are usually about 30 pages long, if even that. And what you'll find in there are skincare bundles from you'll find value sets and beauty bundles from skincare, from fragrance, from makeup, bath and body. And usually they're like bundled, where you'll have 2 or 3 products, sometimes even 4 products, where customers can get a good price for purchasing the bundle. So you'll want to take advantage of those. And especially if you're on a tight budget, and these, the regular brochures are about $8 for 10 if you just purchase 10. Now, the more larger brochures you purchase, of course, the price goes down. But if you're on a tight budget, purchasing the flyers, they're 10 for $1.50, and they could be a lot more motivating because they have the beauty bundles and the value sets there. So that's a nice alternative if you can't quite afford the brochures right now as you're getting started. Okay, and then next, you're always going to want to offer the Avon A Box. This is going to help boost your sales as well, from a $30 order to a $40 order, even to a $50 order. Because what happens when a customer has a $40 order, then they can purchase the A Box for just $10. And the A Box is usually valued at $35 on up. Some of the A Boxes have gone for $75, $80. It just depends on what's being offered that campaign. The A Boxes usually changes every 2 campaigns. So the customers have the opportunity to take advantage of it. They have 2 full campaigns to take advantage of that specific A Box, and then it changes. So this is a good order booster. And then next, to boost your sales, you can also offer a gift that customers can sponsor as a fundraiser. Now, this is what a lot of representatives do. They find deals in the catalog, deals in the flyers, deals in the online offers, and they'll curate a little bundle, and they'll ask the customer, would you like to sponsor this $10 gift, and I'm going to give it to the essential workers. And so when a representative gets, let's say, 20 of the bundles, 20 sponsored bundles, then they'll go to the hospitals, or let's say it's a sponsored gift for homeless. They'll go to the homeless shelters, they'll bundle it up together, and they'll give it as a community fundraiser gift. So this is another way how to build your orders. So, And there's different ways you can do it. You don't have to do it for essential workers. You could do it for teachers. Like I mentioned, you could do it for homeless. Really, it's just up to you. This specific set here, it's if a customer were to donate $10, you would purchase it from Avon. Your cost would be $7.50. You would bundle it up, and then you would give it to the teacher. You would give it to the caregiver or hospital worker, whoever you decide to gift these bundles with. Okay, so the last one, and this is also in building your order, is you can also offer an incentive. Now, this doesn't have to be the lip balms, but this is what I first thought. For the representatives, when you placed your first order, and if Avon gifted you those 135 lip balms and you're not sure what to do with them, this is a great way to boost your orders. What you can do is you can let your customers know that with every $50 order, you'll gift them a set of 5 lip balms. So you can put it in a little bag. You can put your business card in it. You can put a little bow around it, however way you make it to present it to them. But this can be a little gift for a $50 order. You can offer it to them for a $75 order, but I would not go any lower than 50 because you really want to try to start building your orders to make your campaign goal. So if you could manage a $50 order a day, that could help. So let's review all these strategies, and let's put them all together. So first, you're going to promote your skincare. You're going to promote your skincare with samples. You're also going to promote your Avon flyers. When a customer is ready to order, let's say they have a $30 order, you can offer them the A Box. Let them know, oh, you have a $30 order. For $10 more, you can purchase the A Box. And so if they're at 30 and they want to get to 40 so that they can purchase the A Box, you can offer them the sponsored gift. You can let them know, oh, and by the way, I have a fundraiser right now, and I'm asking my customers if they would like to sponsor a gift of essential products, and I'll be gifting them to, the hospital workers, to the teachers, to the homeless, whoever you decide to gift it. And now that's going to bring their order up to $40. Then they qualify for the A Box. So then when they buy the A Box, now you have a $50 order. And once you have the $50 order, now your customer qualifies for your free gift of the free lip balms. It's all about building the order. So think to yourself, how many $50 orders do you need per campaign? Now in the beginning we talked about for a representative who has who has the goal of $12,000, you would need, let's go back, you would need 12 customers for $50 orders. So that's not so bad for a campaign. You could also make this gift a little bit higher, let's say $20, and add the sponsor gift and add a couple more products, so now it's valued at $20. You could have a $10 gift and a $20 gift and give your customer the option of what they would like to sponsor. It's all up to you. The main thing is understanding how you can build an order. You don't have to do exactly what I am sharing with you, but just as long as you have an idea and it gets those ideas flowing so that you can say, okay, I get it now. I get the samples, I build the order, and that's going to help me to meet my goal. Okay, and then lastly, let's talk about finding customers. Now, finding customers, some representatives find it easy, some others don't. But the main thing is you can To find customers, you do have to get out of your comfort zone, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're relying on your friends and family, they are not going to be able to get you to Hawaii. Your customers, your friends and family can only purchase so much for you. So that means you're going to have to go out of your comfort zone and out of your immediate circle. So how are you going to find customers and keep those customers coming back so that they can keep purchasing from you? So first, when you share the catalog, whether it's the small flyers or the full-on brochure, you're always going to want to get their contact information. Do not let that brochure go until you get that contact information. You're going to start building your list. Now, I went over a couple of suggestions in the last campaign 5 video. So if you want, you can watch the replay on YouTube. Just scroll down the page and there's the link to watch the replays. But you're definitely going to want to get the contact information. So go ahead and download the contact sheet, print it out, cut them up, and always have them readily available for you so that when you hand out the brochure, you have the contact sheet. Second, with that contact sheet, and I mentioned this in the last campaign, and I'm mentioning it again because this is so important. This is how I built my customer base. With that contact sheet, you're going to add them to your Avon address book, and you're also going to add it to your personal customer address book. You can use an automated service like SendFox, and I mentioned that in the last campaign as well. But you're going to want to contact your customers and follow up with them at the beginning of the campaign, letting them know that the new catalog, the new campaign is available, and also a couple of days before you place your order. You can follow them up and say, hey, I'm just calling you to see if there's anything I can help you with. I'm placing an order and I'm making calls to all my customers. You can text them, you can email them. This is called the last call notification. So make sure you do that. Get in the habit, get your customers used to you following up, and they'll start checking their emails also, looking for your messages as well. And then next, you can offer referral incentives. This is always good. If you have customers and they love ordering from you, let them know, hey, share my contact information, or when you're done looking at the brochure, would you mind sharing it with a friend? And if they order, you can offer them a small gift, or you can offer them 10% off their first order. It's up to you however you want to do it. You could also order the lip balms. If Avon gifted you those 135 lip balms, for every customer who refers a new customer, you could gift them the lip balms as well. And then the next thing is to initiate helpers. This is always helpful. When I first started, I had my sister-in-law, she worked at the Social Security building, and I gave her a few catalogs, and she came back with a ton of orders. And so she was my helper. That was my introduction to finding helpers. So if you have friends, if you have family that work in office spaces, that are around other employees, and they can share your brochure for you, let them know, hey, do you mind bringing a couple of brochures to your office, and for the orders that you bring, I'll offer you a gift. So you can offer them a gift, or you can offer them a discount. And so I have a sheet. You just scroll down on how to work with helpers. You can offer them 10%. You can offer them 20% for every $100 order that they bring in. There's just different ways to work it, but it's just to give you an idea of what you can do with helpers. And then next is share your Avon business everywhere. If you have a Facebook account, share it on Facebook. If you have an Instagram account, take pictures of yourself using Avon products. If you want to get into videos, start doing reviews. Do whatever you can to get your business out there. There's a lot of representatives who use TikTok. So just whatever social media platform you're on or that you're comfortable with, share your Avon there, and always leave a call to action or a link to your online store, or to contact you or private message you. And then we have more ideas that you can download. Just scroll down. There's a flyer on Customers Are Everywhere and 50 Ways to Get Customers. Now, some of these techniques, they may not fit your style. You may not feel comfortable doing them, but for another rep, that may be something that, that is in their niche. So it just really depends on you, on how you want to work your business. But if you're interested in making any Avon incentive, these techniques can help and set you in the right direction. Now, one thing I want to mention is that even though I'm giving you these tips, results are not guaranteed. It depends on the representative, how much time you put in, how much you follow up, your customer base, how much you're putting yourself out there. How often, for every no, are you going to walk away and say, oh, well, they said no? Or are you going to look for another person who says yes? It's up to you to be motivated, and it's up to you to really pursue finding your style and your comfort zone, and then stepping out of that comfort zone also, so that you can grow. So these are just a few of the tips. I hope you found some inspiration. This is just to help you get your wheels spinning so that you can come up with other ideas that's going to fit your selling style, and just to give you inspiration. And sometimes when we have a challenge, that's all we need, is to have that challenge, that competition to motivate. So I encourage all of you to really, dig deep if you're interested in making this Avon destination. And if you have questions, you're welcome to text or email me, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. This week was super busy, so I got behind on some of my phone calls and messages. So if you haven't heard from me, I did get your messages. I just haven't had a chance to get back to you. But I appreciate everyone's patience. And like I said, text and email is always the fastest, because at the end of a busy day, I can always email and text late at night, but making a phone call is always harder if I haven't had a chance to do that. But okay, Team Beauties, I look forward to hearing from you and seeing your success and seeing meet your goals, whether that's the trip, whether it's your own personal goal. These techniques can also be used for just your own personal goal. If you want to make an extra $100 or an extra $200 a month, then you can also apply these techniques as well. All right, have a great campaign 6, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.